guys, Mike here with Freedom to Roam Travel. Well, tomorrow is October 1st, so all the fall stuff kind of starts. People are decorating with pumpkins, there's pumpkin spice everything. Halloween is on the way, people are preparing for the holidays. This is all happening, beginning, kind of it's already started, but it really picks up in October. So, but I wanted to talk about one special thing that goes on in October. It's Plan a Cruise Month. That means it's time for you to start planning your next vacation, your next cruise vacation for either the end of the year, next year, or even 2019. So what we want to do is get you started and get you going. To kind of help you with that, I wanted to do a two-part series talking about what that process is, how to plan a cruise. Today we're going to talk about the booking process, the initial qualifying, finding out what you're looking for. And then the next week, excuse me, not even next week, but the next video is going to talk about what other steps you take after you've got your deposit down and where you go from there. And I am there to help you with that whole process. So first off, when you're looking at planning a cruise, there's so many factors that go into it. It's going to be when do you want to go? Where do you want to go? What cruise line do you want to go on? If you've never been on a cruise before, what cruise lines, what kind of vacations have you had? If you've been on a cruise, what cruise lines have you been on? Are you loyal to certain ones? Are there certain ships you want to go on? If you're looking at Alaska, what kind of activities are you looking at? There's all kinds of things that go into it. And what I would do is sit down and ask you these questions. You probably already have a lot of that stuff in your head. You know when you want to go, typically, because you have a plan of going during the summer when the kids are out of school, or you want to go as a couple because it's a honeymoon, or you have a group of friends that are celebrating an anniversary, a birthday, whatever it may be. You probably have a time frame in mind. But if you don't worry about it. We'll help you through that process. Destination. This could be whether you want to go to the Caribbean, whether you want to go to Alaska, whether you want to go to Europe, or you wanting to do Mexico, or you wanting to do Asia. And narrowing it down to, say for example, the Caribbean. Are you wanting to do Western Caribbean? Do you want to go to Cozumel, or are you wanting to go to the Bahamas? Or are you wanting to go to Southern Caribbean? Maybe you want to see Aruba and Curacao and Bonaire. Those are going to be the things that we're going to take a look at. The cruise line. Have you sailed on a cruise before? If so, have you gone on Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Disney, Holland America, Celebrity, MSC? Are there certain ships that you like? Are there certain activities you're looking for on those ships? Do you want to have that ropes course? So if you're going on, if you have the options of say Norwegian or Carnival that have ships that have the ropes course. Are you looking for the shows, the brilliant shows like they have on Royal Caribbean? These are all things that we're going to go into that planning stage. These are all questions I'm going to ask. So we're going to go through that process. You may already know, I want to go on the Carnival Glory, and I want to do a 7-night, I want to do Western Caribbean, and we know we're going to do that. Boom. We'll get you going, we'll decide. Then you also want to look at the type of cabin you want. Are you looking for an inside, an ocean view, a balcony? And your choices can range. Even with Royal Caribbean, for example, on their Oasis class ships, you have your balconies that overlook the boardwalk or overlook Central Park. You have suites. On Norwegian, if you're traveling by yourself, you have studios that are for singles. So there's so many different options for you, and we're going to find out the best one. So you've got that. You've chosen your ship. Now you want to take a look at the dining. Are you looking at, you want early seating, which is typically around 6 o'clock, or do you want late seating, which is typically around 8:15? Do you want anytime dining? That allows you to go at any time. Carnival, Royal Caribbean, both offer that. Norwegian pretty much offers that, that's the only option you have unless you're going to one of the alternative dining rooms. And we'll talk about dining reservations for that in the next video. Those we're going to take a look at those. So then you're getting to your deposit. Your deposit can range. 3 nights is typically around $100 per person. 7 nights is typically around $250 per person. Depending if you're looking at Europe or Alaska, your deposit may be more. They're kind of looking for a little bit more of a commitment to that. You also have, you have promotions. For example, Carnival is running a promotion today that's $50 per person deposit. And that gets you booked, secures your rate, secures your cabin. But that deposit is non-refundable. So we want to look at that as an option, but we also want to look at what those things are. We also want to look at cancellation policy. Typically, within 60 days of a 3-night, that's when you have to do final payment. If you're within 75 days of a 7-night, then it's going to be a full payment. So it just depends on the cruise you're doing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 6-night. Those are going to have different time frames. So I'll make sure I provide that to you. And then when you get to cancellation, we have to talk about cancellation protection or travel protection. Travel protection is going to cover you for canceling under covered reasons. It's also some are going to provide you trip interruption, cover baggage, cover medical while you're on the ship. These are all things that you want to consider. We're going to talk about that at the time that you do you do your deposit, and we're also going to talk about it at the time that you do your final payment, so that you can make sure that you get that insurance if you do want it. So we put down the deposit. We've got your cabin secured. We have your deposit secured. I provided you with an invoice showing you when your final payment is due, what that final payment is, your cabin information, your booking number, all of that. So that is all done. You are set at this point, and you can start doing some research. Start looking at shore excursions. Look at the ship. Look at the different activities that you can find on the ship. Do a little bit of planning of what you want to do. Then when we get to, say, final payment, that's when the fun stuff starts. We'll talk about that in the next video. So, make sure that you subscribe to my channel here so that you can get the next update. I've also got Cruise Blog coming up. I'll be sailing on the Carnival Glory, doing a 7-night Western Caribbean. And I'm going to vlog that. We're going to talk about, I'm going to show you the ship, show you the excursions, talk about the dining, the food, all of that. You're going to get an inside view of what it's like to cruise on the Carnival Glory doing that Western Caribbean cruise. So make sure you subscribe. That is coming up on October 21st. In the next couple weeks here, I'll have a video that will talk about packing and all that. So you guys have a great Saturday. If you have any questions, give me a call, 904-534-4318, or email me, mike@freedomtoroamtravel.com. And you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday and a great rest of your weekend. Thanks, guys.